So I get a lot of questions asked about my hormone levels because of my training and my testosterone levels. So what would you think my testosterone levels are? Today we're going to find out what my testosterone levels are. So yeah, it's some sciencey stuff this. I've got 2 tests that I've done and I've got the results now. They're both from Let's Get Checked. So of course this is a partnership with Let's Get Checked and they've given me a code to help you guys get cheaper tests. So the code is TAI20, TAI20, and from there you go onto their website, you get whatever tests you want. They're really affordably priced and they're basically worldwide. You pick what tests you want into your shopping cart, you put in my code TAI20 and it gets you a discount, so you save 20% on the tests, which is really cool. The test boxes come to you, so you order them online, they come to your house as opposed to going to the hospital or arranging to see a doctor, getting a doctor's note and everything like that. You then take the samples yourself, send them off. They have registered doctors that give you your results and talk to you on the phone about it, and I've had all of that. So yeah, I've got my results. So they're incredibly convenient for people to have. They're also cheap for people to have, and the whole idea is that nobody has to know about it. You guys can do you, but unless you're me, you end up telling the whole of YouTube what your results are. So because of the amount that I train and maybe the way that I look with my body muscle mass and stuff like that, I get a lot of questions asking about hormones, and firstly, if I take steroids, which I definitely don't, but also about testosterone levels and if I've got naturally high testosterone because of the muscle mass that I keep, and other questions as well. So I really wanted to get this test done, but all of these questions about testosterone really piqued my interest a little bit, and the more research I did, I looked into health issues to do with low testosterone. So healthy sperm counts have dropped by 50% over the last 40 years in men, which is a massive, massive number, and that's quite a worrying thing actually. When I found out about this, it made me want to get the test more, because that's a serious thing. I want little Dans running around when I'm older, you know? Erectile dysfunction, low energy, bloating, headaches, blurred vision, low sex drive. There's loads, there's absolutely loads. Infertility as well. Of course, a lot of that comes down to hormonal imbalances and low testosterone, which is one of the main reasons that I took the male hormone test with Let's Get Checked, because I wanted to see what the results were. So getting the test, I think, is a really good way to find out if there's actually something wrong, and if so, what to do from there. It's a discreet delivery, so when they deliver it to your house, there's no labelling on it. It doesn't say male hormone kit or testing kit or lab kit or anything like that. They also do test kits for other things as well, guys, so you can check your vitamins. There's STI tests on there, there's a coronavirus test on there now, there's all sorts of things on there, and they all get delivered to you discreetly. Your test results are available online within 2 to 5 working days, really fast for what you're getting. It's probably faster than, you know, if you went to the hospital and did it actually, or the doctors. So yeah, the results are rapid. They have their own dedicated team of physicians and nurses to call you and give you any help or guidance that you need if necessary. All of this comes under the umbrella of just the parcel that you buy. That's all you buy. You're not paying extra for the advice, it just comes as part of, when you buy the test kit, it's all part of it. If you guys are anything like me, I spend a lot of time on the internet. It's my job. I don't go out shopping as much, I don't really like going to the doctors, so the convenience of getting a test kit sent to me works perfectly. And more than that, the confidentiality of it all, so I knew that I could do this and I could tell people if I wanted to. No one has to know. Also, in terms of how accurate the results are, your results get tested in the same labs that hospitals use, governments use, everything like that, so you've got nothing to worry about. Registered physicians check the results as well and talk to you. It's not just like me and my friends in a garage with lab coats on and some glasses or anything like that. You know, it's as reliable as you can get anywhere. So what would you think my testosterone levels are? It's kind of hard to tell, right? People see how you look and they assume certain things about your testosterone levels. Now, I don't want to go into too much detail on here about my personal life, but a few of the symptoms of low testosterone and a hormonal imbalance did sort of worry me, I felt like I had to get the check for myself. Plus, I've always wondered what my hormones are. I feel like I have really good genetics, and I'm quite gifted within the training and sports world, but what does that look like for my hormones? As you guys can see, those are my results. So you log onto the website, guys, you create an account, and your results are automatically uploaded onto there, so only you can see them. So I'm just looking at them as well. Looks like for the testosterone, normal is between 7.6 and 31.4. I don't know the measurements. Between 7 and 31. I'm on nearly 17. So I'm basically smack bang in the middle, really. If anything, perhaps slightly low. So yeah, that might come as a surprise to lots of people. I think that sometimes they look at people like me and think that we've got unlimited testosterone and we're some sort of hormonal animal. In fact, you can see through all of my results, they're all normal. They're all pretty much bang on in the middle. If anything, slightly below. That's me being nitpicky. So yeah, as well as the testosterone, you get your sex hormone binding globulin test in there, and you also get a free androgen index. So yeah, both of those as well. As I said, I am in the normal range of an adult, which is a relief, which is good. I think that's where most guys will want to be, and luckily I'm there, but once again, it's not incredibly high, nothing's incredibly high. You can sort of tell I'm quite a mellow person, I think. I'm super hard working, I'm super driven, and I know that if people have low testosterone and they take corrections to get higher testosterone, like more like what I've got, back to the normal range, I know their productivity increases. I know that their mindset and focus increases. They can start to train harder in the gym and everything like that. But yeah, getting that test, I think I got my results in 3 days. I think it puts some controversies, I guess you could say, to rest, where, as I said, not everyone who trains, I mean, I train twice a day. I used to play professional rugby. I like contact. I can be an aggressive person in the right place. That's why I play sports and do sports, to just go crazy. That's what I do. But it shows that, at least for someone like myself, there is a balance there, and you can tell I'm quite a chilled person. I think that I balance things out between being chilled most of the time and then just sort of going crazy when I train and when I work out and when I do everything else that I do. Anything competitive, basically, that's my jam. So perhaps you could argue that my competitive mindset and how hard I train and the aggression that I get when I train comes from the testosterone, but not just from the testosterone, because it's not incredibly high, but also from here, the mindset, which I think is really cool, and that makes me feel better about myself, that I am a driven person. I don't have some sort of advantage that other people have hormone-wise. Genetics is a different story, but yeah, that's really good for me to know. So I also did a vitamin test to see what my levels of vitamin B12 were, vitamin D, and my folate levels. What I'll probably end up doing is putting them here. So my vitamin B12 was within the normal range. In fact, they're all within the normal range. My vitamin B12 is slightly towards the low range, which is not good. A lack of vitamin B12 can lead to things like anemia. You can feel tired and weak, and it is a vitamin that your body doesn't make, so you have to get that vitamin externally. That's the only way you can get vitamin B12. My folate levels, which have to do with energy and bringing oxygen through the blood to your muscle tissues and organs, my folate levels are on the higher side of normal, which is really, really good. Perhaps something to do with my training. I don't know, but maybe. And my vitamin D was also normal. Basically everything's normal for me, which is great. So yeah, any of these tests, there's so many more. In fact, maybe I should list some tests for you guys. So they have bowel testing, C-reactive protein testing, cervical HPV, celiac testing, coronavirus testing, cortisol testing, diabetes and heart testing, diabetic testing, female hormone testing, folate testing, heart, hepatitis, herpes, iron, kidney, liver, Lyme, male hormone, omega-3, prostate, sexual health, thyroid, and vitamins. So there's a plethora of tests there. It's a big word. There's a plethora of tests, and you can use any of those tests. You get 20% off if you use my code TIE20. But yeah, I think I have quite a lot of male viewers watching this, and in November last year I did a workout, a 13-hour workout for Movember to raise money for a charity. So I'm just going to read these off my phone. Approximately 3.2 million deaths each year are attributable to insufficient physical activity. Going off the 2 tests that I did, The vitamin testing showing that I've got sufficient energy to train, and the hormone testing showing that I've got a good hormone balance to train. And knowing that you've got both of those together, I think is really important, because that's a lot of deaths. That's a horrible thing to think about. And I guess that makes sense, because the most common reason for death in males is heart disease. So if you're not exercising and looking after your heart with an appropriate diet, you're not putting yourself in a very good position. So the reason that I do Movember and raise money for charity is to raise awareness about men's mental health and physical health issues. So this is sort of ties in nicely with why I'm doing Let's Get Checked, because I think that men have a tendency to overlook things and say, I'll be fine. Or they don't realise that they can be depressed, they can have a low sex drive. You know, sometimes people take it out on themselves, whereas if it's a hormonal imbalance, you might not have much control over that and you might need professional help for stuff like that. But I know a lot of men would just overlook it, probably myself included, until I learn more about it all. So having these tests done are really, really important to see where you stand, if you are fit, if you are healthy, and if not, why not, and what you can do to correct it. So yeah, I think this test was really, really, really interesting for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. You found out something new. You know, you don't need sky-high testosterone levels to build a body like mine, but there are lots of other factors. Go to letsgetchecked.com, pick the test kit. It's super confidential, so no one finds out. Use the code TIE20, and yeah, hopefully this can raise a lot of awareness. That's what I want to do with this video, raise awareness and maybe help some of you guys who might be suffering without noticing. So yeah, health is wealth, guys. You've got to look after yourself. But yeah, things like this need to be talked about more, and no one really talks about their hormone levels. No one probably knows their hormone levels. No one knows their vitamin levels or anything like that. So, you know, they do prostate testing and stuff like that as well, which a lot of people won't be confident enough to go and do in a hospital. Yeah, just check them out, guys. There's loads of tests there for you, but I just want everyone who watches this video to be happy and healthy. Thanks for watching, guys. I know it's a bit of a different one. The YouTube video is going to be coming in full flow now, because I'm super motivated, super excited for the rest of this year. I know it's been a tough one with coronavirus. My thoughts go out to everyone everywhere, because I know people are suffering in different ways because of coronavirus. Hopefully we can still make the best out of this year. That's my plan. I'm going to make the best out of what we've got. And yeah, thank you for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please give it a like. Leave me a comment if you learned something or found it insightful. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.